Welcome to Black and Gold Today, brought to you by Ray Brandt Infinity. I'm Rachel Whittaker. It's great to have you with us as we see what's ahead for the Saints in Week 2, plus another trivia challenge. Now with me via Skype is sports columnist Jeff Duncan. Well, Jeff, we know Matt Ryan had the game of his life in beating the Saints, and Cleveland won't necessarily be a cakewalk as they nearly beat Pittsburgh behind a lesser-known quarterback in Brian Hoyer. So, your early thoughts on this upcoming matchup?
Well, Rachel, I think it's going to be another challenge for the Saints. I mean, they're coming off an emotional game against Atlanta, very to lose. Now they've got to gather their emotions and focus again on the game plan and get ready to go back on the road again to Cleveland, who's playing their home opener.
Yes.
So you know that their fans are going to be very excited, amped up for this game. And Cleveland played a very physical, typical AFC North style of football. They like to run the ball. They have a very good defense. They want to keep Brian Hoyer out of difficult passing situations. That's not his strength. So the Saints' run defense is going to have to play well. I expect them to play a lot better. But by no means is this going to be a cakewalk. Cleveland is going to be very excited about this game, and I think the Saints are a little vulnerable because they put so much into that home opener against the rivals in Atlanta. It was such a letdown to lose that game. They're going to have to be firing on all cylinders to come out here with a victory.
Right, and you and I were talking before the show that it's not necessarily always about which team is better than the other on paper. It's about the entire atmosphere, and the Saints had to deal with the Falcons on the road and that electric atmosphere, and Cleveland in their home opener. I mean, could that present a challenge?
You know, the intangibles always factor into these games. You can't look at a game and look at the schedule in a vacuum. You have to consider all the circumstances that go around the game. That happens every year in the NFL. And there's a reason the Saints struggled on the road last year so much. They're just not really built to win on the road like they are in the Superdome. And so I think it's definitely any team the Saints play on the road at this level, of course, is going to be a challenge. And I think going up to Cleveland, playing them in their home opener, they're going to be very emotional. And let me tell you something, Rachel. Cleveland is not that bad a team. They lost a lot of close games a year ago. They've got a new coaching staff in place, a new system. There's a lot of excitement up in Cleveland. We're not even talking about Johnny Manziel, just excitement in general about maybe going in a new direction. All those things are going to factor into this game. It's going to be a battle, and I think the Saints will be more than up for it, but it's not going to be easy.
Right, I absolutely agree with you, and we'll get to hear from the Saints again on Wednesday. Well, Jeff, thanks so much.
All right, Rachel, take care.
And up next is Saints Trivia. Stay tuned.
In the fraction of time we spend driving in reverse, about 500,000 accidents occur each year, which is why the Infiniti QX60 has world's first safety technology available, like backup collision intervention, which can brake even before you do, to help keep everyone safe.
Welcome back. Well, this question takes you to a Week 1 game versus Cleveland in 1987, when the Saints made the playoffs for the first time. We ask, in the Saints' 28-21 victory that day, what two rare defensive plays by lineman Bruce Clark and defensive back Brett Maxey broke a fourth-quarter tie and helped clinch the game? As always, send your answers by Thursday to Whittaker at NOLA.com for a chance to win a Saints prize. And we'll talk with Drew Brees tomorrow, so join us then.